Uh-oh. Recording in progress.
Got it.
Got it. Are you ready?
I am.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Bright Connections. I'm your host, BK. Joining me this week, one of my newest and quickly growing into one of my best friends, Miss Jessica, but we call her Mamz. Everybody knows her as Mamzel. She is one of the Dream Team members, one of the wonderful group that I play with on one of my games, Valorant. She is a French Canadian, so if you hear an accent or if you hear her, I don't want to say struggling with words, but using some words that don't quite fit, it's because French is actually her main language, but she's a very good English speaker as well, so she's fine. But I'm super excited for her to join me today. It's going to be a blast. So, Mamz, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Doing fantastic. We've been talking about how cold it is, and we both hate the cold.
Yeah.
It's just not our thing.
Living the hoodie life.
Yeah, constantly bundled up, constantly hands cold, everything. It's just yeah. And Mam's even brought up the fact that she was looking at like the temperature and the weather in Florida, and she's like, it's even terrible down there too. And it's crazy.
It's crazy. It's unusual. It's very, very unusual this year. So it's gonna be written somewhere that this year was kind of weird for the weather.
Yeah, one of those history books, weird weather everywhere you look.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean I would say over there, up there, wherever you are, somewhere around the place. I mean, I know you guys do it in Celsius, but you and a couple other the guys, they've been like it's negative 30 Celsius, and when I hear that, I'm just like insane.
Cold.
That's cold, so cold. And roughly, I think I looked it up. It was about minus 20 Fahrenheit. So you guys want to imagine that. You think it's cold here where we have it. I think the coldest we got this past week, it was like minus 2, minus 3 Fahrenheit. So
oh my God. Okay.
It's so warm, right? Nothing compared to that. Yeah. I mean, we're down here complaining about cold and snow and everything, and you guys are like, that's nothing. Come on.
Yeah, cars here are like, it's
yeah,
too cold.
I'm like, I don't want to start.
No.
Have you had any trouble?
No, I'm lucky. My car is going great because a few years ago, my other car had trouble with all the engine, and I had to change all the mother. Well, all the engine. Okay, they changed it because it was doing a horrible noise, and it was dangerous that my car just could stop at every moment, and it happened
really?
On the highway. Every time I was well, here it's not in miles for the car. I don't know if it's in miles for you, but every time was like at 80 kilometers, my car would stop.
Wow.
And I had what we call a Christmas tree in my screens. Terrible. Glad I don't have that car anymore, and my car is doing great.
Yes.
And even if it's cold, it's doing great. It's just really not clean at all.
No,
because of the salt and all the cold in here. Oh,
yeah,
terrible.
Yeah, I pretty much everybody's, unless you're one of those people that go to the car wash like every week. Yeah, everybody's car is just filthy.
It's not that I don't want to go. It's too cold. Every time it's very, very sunny, it's because it's minus 30 here. So it's too cold.
Yeah.
So we can't just wash the car. It just froze all the water on it. So it's not good.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
It's not worth it. Yeah.
No.
It's not. You're right.
Nope.
Yeah. Now, have you had a ton of snow and everything too?
Uh, not that much. Usually we have a lot of winter. How? Oh
Weather,
my god. No,
storm,
what's the word? Oh, I lost the word somewhere. Where is it?
blizzard,
Storms.
storm. Yeah,
Storms. Yeah, snowstorms.
yeah.
We had like 2 weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago. Uh and for around 40 uh
Centimeters. Yeah,
centimeters.
centimeters.
Yeah, so it's not that bad, but it helped because when it's winter, it's very, very dark and gray, and it's not a good time. But when there's snow, it's clearer, so it's cool for that. So
Yeah.
I was glad we add snow, but I'm really not a winter girl. I hate snow. I hate winter. I don't like much winter sports. I prefer fall or summer. Okay. So I just I'm just glad we're at the end of January. So it
Getting
means,
closer, getting closer
yeah,
to warming up. Yeah.
spring's coming.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm with you. I know. I'm with you.
days are longer.
Yes. Yeah. It's good to
Yeah.
yeah. Like seriously, you get to wintertime and it's dark at like 5 o'clock and it's like
Mm-hmm.
you get home from work and it's like it feels like it's time to go to bed. It's like
Yeah.
it's just
You wake up, it's dark. You see a bit of sun or
maybe
something clear.
maybe yeah.
And then you get off work and it's still dark.
I know. I know. I don't know. Some people like it though, so good on them, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Finding the good in it, like you said, though, snow sometimes is nice to see, but
Yeah.
having to deal with it, that's yeah,
Yeah, but it just helped for to see that it's clearer than just dark.
yeah.
Because I know there's a lot of people that are struggling when it's winter time and it's darker and stuff. So they're struggling with mental illness and all. So I think it helps when it's clearer.
Just
It
kind of
brings
bright. It
yeah,
it brightens it up a little bit.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's nice to see people playing in the snow or go skiing and all.
Yeah.
Feels good to see that. At least.
And watch it. Yeah, watch them do it
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't had too much snow. We had, like you said, about a week or two ago, we had a snowstorm. Probably had about 8 inches here. So
Oh,
not
okay.
not terrible. I don't. I'm trying to think what that would be in centimeters.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah,
I kind of get it though.
kind of get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just been a little bit here or there, so not too bad. Not too bad.
But I guess you have like the same storm that I had, but
Probably.
you have it before, so I have
Yeah.
the bigger part because it's colder here.
Yeah.
So-
And it probably yeah. All your snow probably stays because it's
Yep.
so cold.
Yep.
Then again, ours really hasn't melted either. To be honest, even though the sun has been out the last couple of days, it really hasn't melted too
It's
much.
too cold
It is.
for it to melt.
It is. Yep. So today, obviously, we're talking about Pokemon. But before we get into Pokemon and how much Mamz is a big fan, and obviously I am too, but we do want to. I want to recap our football results. Nate and I talked about the NFL playoffs a couple 2 weeks ago, and we made our prediction and everything. So I want to make sure I go through and see how bad I did on my predictions, which is normally how it works. So we actually are already in the conference championships. So we did miss the divisional series talking about that, but so my predictions here, let's go through real quick. I do believe that I picked the Bengals to win over the Raiders. I was 1-for-1 there. I picked the Bills to win over the Patriots, I believe. I picked the Chiefs to go over the Steelers. Am I missing one? No, that's it. I think I picked the Cardinals to beat the Rams, though, so I was wrong there. I think I picked the Cowboys to beat the 49ers. I was wrong there. I was right about Tampa Bay to beat the Eagles. So I was 4 of 6. Not great. Not great numbers. Not great numbers. But it's been a really good playoff run so far. There's been some really good games, especially the divisional series games. That just a lot of games, super close, last second winning drives and field goals and all this stuff. And it's been a lot of fun to watch. I know Mamz is not an NFL, not a football person. They don't really have it up there in Canada, to be fair, though. So, but I know she said she's gone to a game before and it was fun. And I think anytime you go to a stadium or arena for sports, it always makes it a whole lot better than just
it's nice because you have all the vibe of everyone. So
Yes.
it's nice. You're all there to cheer for a team or another, but you're all there for the same reason. So it's energetic. It's cool.
Yeah, it is.
I do enjoy that. And
Yeah.
I do enjoy going to see some hockey games in person.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. But I don't go that often.
Yeah.
It's been a few years since.
It's been a while for me too since I've been to a hockey game. But yeah, hockey is definitely my big sport, as you guys probably have caught on by now. As you could imagine, if you think about Canada, you definitely think about hockey. So that makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense that Mamz likes, if anything, likes hockey.
There is Canadian that doesn't like hockey.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes people are shocked about it or surprised about it because they're like, why? You're supposed to like it.
You have to.
I don't know why Canadian have the what's it called? Well, it's like a stereotype, but they're supposed to like hockey.
Yeah, you're Canadian. You have to like hockey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's always weird when someone asks someone, do you, a Canadian, do you like hockey? And he's like, no.
it just doesn't register. They're just
no, it doesn't make sense. They're like, what? Yeah. Is that a joke?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they're not sure.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so I mean, hockey's season's in full swing now. We just hit the halfway point, and so sports are on the move, and everything's going good. I'm glad to hear that, even though things with COVID are still iffy, sports have still found a way to manage it and see their way through and continue to have games and stay safe as much as possible, just like the rest of us. It's tough. I mean, you got a bunch of people in locker rooms and stuff like that. People in the stadiums and the arenas, and it's just big gatherings. It makes you nervous, but I mean, you got to live your life, right? You still got to try to just enjoy what you can with still trying to be as safe as you can.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, exactly.
All right. So we're here for some Pokemon talk.
Yay!
Let's get to some Pokemon talk. So recently, actually 3 days ago, I guess this comes out on Monday. So on Friday, a new game was released for the Nintendo Switch called Pokemon Legends Arceus. I hope I'm saying that right. I've been saying that the whole time.
Arceus or Arceus? Because I heard it's Arceus.
Okay, see, I wasn't sure, but it brought a whole new type of Pokemon game. So we've been used to, for however many years now, a certain type of Pokemon game, and this one totally brought a whole new aspect to Pokemon games. And we'll talk more about it, but I just want to talk about Pokemon in general before we get started. And it's been really exciting to see Pokemon back on the scene again. We did, I guess, a couple months ago, we had the release of Shining Diamond and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I almost.
Oh, and
Close.
we had a year ago or 2 years ago. Well, Pokemon Let's Go.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a mess.
Not so great.
No,
Not so
but
great.
it's just because it was the same thing as we're used to for Pokemon, like gyms and all. But all the fighting aspect, combat aspect wasn't there, so it was weird. It was more like a Pokemon Go
Yeah.
on
Switch.
Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was weird for that.
Yeah,
But
I forgot about Pokemon Go too. That was a whole big thing when it first started.
yeah, but there's a lot of people that was disappointed and they didn't like it.
Yeah.
They bought it to try it, but they didn't like it.
Yeah.
And I feel
It was a big thing for a while, I think. A lot of
yeah.
people were doing it. I mean, I still hear some people doing it. There's still some people for sure doing it, but
Mhm.
it definitely has died out a little bit.
Yeah.
But that was the same type of thing as Pokemon Legends. It really it stepped into a different aspect, a different way of doing Pokemon. It was cool. It was cool.
Yeah. And Sword and Shield that came after that was good, but not that good still. It wasn't an open world, so people were like, ah.
Same
So
type of thing, yeah.
yeah, so I feel like that new Pokemon is like a mix of that. But it's also a mix of Pokemon and Zelda Breath of the Wild and Monster Rise.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter Rise.
Yeah.
So it's weird to just take other franchise and put it like that, but
Yeah.
it feels like that.
It's exciting. Like I said, we're going to talk about it, but I've really enjoyed it so far. I really enjoy playing it. I think it's a really cool thing. It opens a lot of just exploring and just kind of doing whatever. Obviously there's still the main plot and everything, but it's a lot more do whatever you want kind of feel to it. And
You
it makes
can
it,
catch or fight.
yeah.
You can do shiny hunting that I know a lot of people likes to do.
Yeah.
And it's easier to do it, if I can say that like that, because you can see all the Pokemon. So you can just walk and see them, and you know when it's one and you know when it's a normal one. So I think it's opening a lot of possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Possibilities, I should say.
Yeah. So obviously you can tell that we're big Pokemon fans, but Mamz has definitely been, as far as one of the first things I knew about her was how big of a Pokemon fan she was. She's got her Eevee hat. She's got all kinds of toys and everything. It's a big part of it. It was a big
figurines, cards, collections, plushes, a tattoo, my Eevee cap.
Yep.
And I do really enjoy Pokemon Go when it's summertime or even spring or fall, when I can go walk when it's not cold and catch Pokemons.
Yeah.
I do enjoy that.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's been a big thing in your life since you were young, right?
Yeah. When I was 4 years old, I still have that picture. I have a picture with my my stepsister with a Bulbasaur in my hand as a plush. And I don't have it. I don't have it anymore, but I still have some things that I had when I was young. And I do remember at Christmas I received some packs with cards or figurines that you could buy everywhere. Now you can't, because it's not as popular as when it came out, because it was when it came out, because I'm a baby from 96, so I'm like in that all that world, but I just grew up with that and I still like that. And I see my my little sister and my little brother liking it and just enjoying Pokemon as much as I did when I was their age. So it's just so cool.
It is. It's just such a cool concept. The whole Pokemon concept, just going around catching these creatures and fighting with these creatures. And I mean, you could name them, you could nickname them, you could have your favorites, you could have a whole team of the same Same Pokemon. It's just
Pocket Monsters.
yeah. Yeah. In case we didn't understand what Pokemon actually stood for. Yeah. Pocket monsters. Yes.
Pocket Monsters.
Pocket
Yeah.
monsters, but they're the most lovable monsters that you could
They're so cute.
possibly. They are. They are. They're
I
so
wish
cute.
it would exist for real.
Maybe one day. I don't know if we'll be alive though.
No, I don't know.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But it's just like you said, from the time that we were young kids, they were just, it was a huge part of our lives. I remember, especially with my cousin, we just every Sunday that we would go over to our grandparents, or at least almost every Sunday, we would go over to our grandparents, and it was just, let's go back to the back room and play some Pokemon, just trading on the you remember the cable link that we had to use to trade. Yeah. They had to you had to use an actual cable. Not anymore. You don't have to do that. But
nope.
I had let's trade some Pokemon. Let's see who we caught since last week. Let's just play for a couple hours. It was that was one of the biggest memories for me. Just every Sunday going over there and doing that with him. I remember, Mom, don't listen to this part. Staying up late, playing it in your bed with the little light on it, on your original Game Boy Color or whatever. And you pretend like you're asleep and sitting up laying in bed, staying up playing Pokemon. It's just it was such a huge thing.
I did the same. I still have all my my games on Nintendo DS or my Game Boy. I still have them, like the Pokemon Yellow and the Gold one. I still have them, and sometimes I'm wondering if I should buy a Nintendo SP to be able to play them again. Because I can play some games in my Nintendo DS, but I cannot play my Pokemon Yellow.
No.
I'm so sad.
I know. Yeah. I mean, those old ones are just, they were the best. Was that the first one you had, was Yellow?
The first one I had actually was the Gold one.
Oh, okay.
I had Gen 2 on I've played Gen 1 before, of course, but I had to enjoy it on someone else's Game Boy. And when I received my first game, it was Pokemon Gold. So I was happy because I really do like and prefer Gen 1 and 2. So I miss playing with Gen 2 right now. I was looking at the remaster they did for a Nintendo DS, the gold, the Soul Silver and the Hard Gold that you can play, but they're so expensive. Damn. They're almost to $200, but Canadian dollar.
Oh, still
it's like $150.
Probably, yeah.
It's expensive for a game, but it was a good game, so that maybe that's why. And they know there's some nostalgia about that game.
Yeah.
So,
I know.
Such memories.
We're bringing back memories.
No, it's all.
Did you bring your Kleenexes?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I don't actually.
Yes. So my first one was Red. Mine was Pokemon Red.
The big one. The big one.
But I mean the square cartridge. It wasn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Because they're the small rectangles that there are green one and red one.
Yeah. Original. Well, I remember, man. Yeah. I'm old as dirt. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, but I had them, and I had the square one too. So it's okay.
Yeah. And that started my love of my favorite Pokemon,
which is
Charizard.
Oh, nice.
Charizard. So even having Charizard on the game itself, and starting out my very first Pokemon ever with Charmander, it's never changed. I will always love Charizard the most. That's my boy. That's my buddy. And usually I go with the fire starters. Every game I always go with the fire starter. Yeah. But
I'm a unusual one because of that, because I really do love Bulbasaur. So people always look at me and say, Bulbasaur as a starter. It's weird, but it's, you know how I see it? It's a challenge.
yeah,
When you start with the leaf type, grass type, I should say,
yeah,
it's harder. But I do manage to be able to build a good team and be able to beat all the gyms
yeah.
and beat the Pokemon League. So I'm like, it's, you can choose whatever the whatever Pokemon you want and just
Yep.
do it as you want. So I feel like it's cool for that.
Yeah.
Everyone can manage to do it with
Your
the
own
team
way.
they want. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. That's what's what's nice. I mean, I know a lot of people take Squirtle or Charmander like you, but Charmander and Squirtle are good, but Bulbasaur is still good too.
But Bulbasaur's the best, darn it.
It's the best for me,
yes.
but not for everyone, sadly.
Yeah.
But I do get that when you like one, you're most likely going to take the same type when you try a new game.
The new one.
Yeah, but it depends. For me, it depends. It really, really depends which gen it is. Gen 1 and 2, it was the grass type. But after that, it's hard because I really do like Cyndaquil too. And I should I say which one I took in Pokemon Arceus? Arceus, I don't remember.
I don't know.
I don't
whatever
know
we want to call it.
Whatever. But I took Cyndaquil because I really, really do like it. And like I said, I like Gen 1 and 2. And the other two starters in the Pokemon Legends are two like Gen 5 and more. I don't like it.
I don't remember all. I can't keep straight all the generations at this point. I've given up on trying.
There's so many.
Yeah.
I think there's a Gen 7 now. And
yeah, that was
7, 6, 7.
There's 7. There's 7.
Yeah.
I can't even think of which ones they were now. Which games though? The ones we just had.
Yeah. It was. I think it was in is that Pokemon White?
Goodness gracious, no.
X and Y.
X and Y was 6. The ones we just. I can't even think of them now. There's too many. There's too many.
There's too many. I know, but
yeah, we're definitely up to. I couldn't even tell you how many total we have either.
I do remember and know a lot about Gen 1 to Gen 4, but when Gen 5 came in, I just
started to get to the point where just like I can't try to keep track of all these.
No, but there's people that can.
I know there is.
But I think it's because I didn't play a lot of I didn't try Pokemon X and Y on Nintendo DS. So I think it's when it started to go down for me about that.
Yeah.
But I'm an OG, so I feel like it's normal that you like all the first gen, but then you lost interest for the other ones, and they're not as pretty as there were. So they're just trying to manage to
keep putting out one. Keep putting out new ones
that can be interesting, but I feel like it's hard, and I do get that for them that it's hard. So
absolutely, yeah. How many can you really think of that are, it got to look different, got to have a different name? It's got to be tough, yeah.
Yeah, and they're like 700 now.
I think there's more than that. I think there's more than that.
I think.
I want to say in the 900s. I don't know if we've hit 1,000 or not.
900s?
I think so. That's my guess. Let's see.
Pokemon Pokédex. I'm sure it's.
Can we even have an exact number at this point?
Oh my God, you're so close.
Am I?
It's the last one is number 898.
Ah. Yep.
God damn.
Yeah,
So
right?
many.
So many.
Damn, but I really don't know them.
No.
Wow,
If
they're
so,
cool.
if so, if someone was to ask you to name the original 150, would you be able to do it?
The Gen 1?
The original 150.
Mm-hmm.
You would be able to.
Mm-hmm. I know them all.
Wow. Like just off heart, just go through and just name them. I'm not gonna ask you to do it, but you would be able to do it.
Maybe not in order, but yeah, I know them all.
Wow.
For Gen 1, Gen 2, I might have some. When I see them, I can say which one it is, but I cannot say, oh, this one is in that one and this one is in that one. I remember which starter is in which one, but besides that,
if I saw the pictures, I'd be able to name everything, especially from the first couple of generations. Yeah. But I'm talking like straight up, just no pictures, no nothing, just straight off a heart. Could you name 150?
Yeah.
Wow.
I would.
That's awesome.
I would.
That's awesome.
I would. Have you seen in Pokemon Legends? Have you seen the Chimchar? Have you encountered one? Do you know which one it is? No? Okay. Because it's one of the of a starter in I think it's in Gen 4.
Somewhere in the middle, I think, yeah.
1 4 5 4. But I saw one yesterday.
Did you?
But I didn't get it.
I
was so mad. It just got scared and ran away.
Come back. Okay, so there's the option for other starters then.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can encounter different starters.
Okay.
But
I'm still too early in the game, apparently. Holy cow. I need to get my butt in gear.
Well, it depends. It depends on which regions you're in, because you're not. It's not necessary to just go in the story and just follow the story. You can just take like just an hour or two, just to discover all the Pokemons that are there, and that's what I like. When I arrive in a new place in the map, I'm just looking everywhere if I can see a new Pokemon and try to catch it and fight one. And yesterday was nice for that because I discovered a lot of new Pokemon and I was so excited. And even chat was like, oh my God, I didn't know there was this one Pokemon. Let's go. Right. And they were asking me where it was to go get it. But it depends. It depends on the time in the game. If it's the evening,
probably weather and stuff too.
There's weather.
I think I've seen people playing in the rain and stuff too. You see? You haven't even encountered that yet.
I got spoiled yesterday. I know there's an icy place with icy Pokemons, so I have to stop to look at other people playing.
Yep.
But you know what I did? I watched the trailers, and
that's true.
I didn't watch anything else. Okay. Anything else. So when the game was available, Friday, I didn't go on my social medias. Well, because I was working and having a hell of a day, but also because I didn't want to get spoiled. Because I like to just discover a game and have the reaction of, really react. Right. Not just saying like, oh my God, this Pokemon's there, but you already knew it. So it's not as nice as it would. And for real, I'm having a blast on it because of that.
Yeah.
I'm flying.
It's almost.
And I'm like, oh my God.
I mean, it's almost like spoilers in a movie. Like you want to experience it for yourself for the first time.
It's the first time I do that for a game. First, very, very first time. But I feel like it's because it's a new type of game, a new kind of Pokemon, if I could say, and it's I don't know. I want to keep the surprise of everything. It's
I
more
hear you.
enjoyable.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to do the same. Like I've been watching a few people, but it's been people that have been kind of around the same area as me or just
Yeah.
yeah. So I know. I feel that. I do. I want to experience it for the first, for the first time too. Like I remember first time I saw an Eevee running around. I was like, oh, Eevee. It's just it's really cool. I've really enjoyed it. I really
Oh
enjoyed
yeah,
it.
it's a nice game. It's not okay. I have to say it. It's an ugly game. Okay, it's very, 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 very ugly. They could have done very more for the graphics because we know they're capable of it, but it's still a very good game. They managed to bring some things that are interesting. It's kind of easy for some parts, but like I said yesterday, you have to not forget that this is for kids, if I could say, it's supposed to be for kids.
Right.
So when they explain how to play and all, you have to keep that in mind, that it has to feel like a kid is discovering Pokemon for the first time. They have to acknowledge that
I think
there are new kids that are discovering Pokemon now.
This is the first one they're playing, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I know some people said the beginning is long, the tutorial it's messy, not messy, but it's kind of long and kind of boring for some parts, but you have to keep that in mind. And when you keep that in mind, I feel like it's a different experience.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, with every game, that all starts out slow with the tutorial. You're starting at low level, fighting these other weak, but it's the same,
Yeah, and it's cool how they did it because they place the story, where you come from, why you're there, what's the region, what's happening there,
right?
And they all bring that in the tutorial, and I think it helps to understand the game because at the beginning, the very, very, very beginning, the intro, I didn't get a thing.
No.
So I was kind of glad they explained some things and they like managed to bring all the tutorial in the story.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a long one, but it's good to, learn like that. Not just, okay, press X to do that, press A to do that, and press B to do that.
Yeah. And take it step by step. This, when you go out, you want to do this. When you go out, you want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they break the fourth wall. The fourth wall.
Yes.
So that's cool too.
Exactly. Yeah. And you mentioned, that in reality, it should be meant for kids, but at the same time, I think they realize by now that there's so many adults playing it too. So, and there's been dialogue, there's been, things going on in the story where it's like, if I was a young kid, I don't know if I would understand that too. So it's kind of like, I think they've finally gotten to the point where they've made it for everyone. As much as you say, there are kids playing it for the first time, I do think at the same time that it's for everyone, and that's what's it's great. Yeah, I mean, it's great. I'm glad that it's being accepted by so many people. You think about back in the day, if we were in high school and we were talking about Pokemon, it might not be so accepted. But I think today's day and age, it's become more accepted. It's become more. Everybody realizes it's such a cool thing. It's such an exciting and relatable thing that anybody and everybody can talk about it. And it's become really cool.
I have still a box with all my figurines in it, and I have more than 100, but I keep them just because I really do enjoy them, and I do remember having them since I was a kid, and I used to bring them in elementary school because I really do like them. And sometimes we were doing exchange of figurines or cards, and it was really, really very nice. But I didn't do that in high school.
Nah.
I still like that, but I was already a nerd, so I couldn't bring all my Pokemon stuff. No.
You kept that kind of stuff under wraps in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Just cause.
Just cause this is just the way high school was.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
probably still is, but
Yeah.
so I talked my favorite Pokemon was Charizard. What's yours?
I have too many.
I know. I know.
Well, I really well, okay, no surprise. I know, no surprise. I'm a girl. I really do like evolutions. Always very liked Vaporeon and Espion. I have them in plushes and I love them. And it's been a while since I have them. But I have so many. I cannot pick just one. But you know what? I realized I really like the blue ones. But blue is my favorite color, like aqua blue and all. So every time there's an aqua-ish color on it, I'm like, oh, this one, I like it. So I like Lapras, I like Vaporeon, Articuno, but I think my favorite is Vaporeon.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a very generic favorite. It's just one.
Yeah, but I love animals. It looks like an animal. It has my favorite color. So I feel like maybe it's because of that. And I've been liking it since I'm a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not my first tattoo, It's not my Pokemon tattoo is not about this one.
It's not, yeah.
Maybe eventually I'm gonna have it one, but not now.
Yeah. I got enough for now. Nice. Yeah, you're right. It is tough to pick a favorite. You end up liking so many. I say Charizard's my favorite, but there's so many that are close. Close second, third, and everything. I love you talk about evolutions.
Mm-hmm.
Evolutions.
Evolutions.
Evolutions. My favorite is Umbreon. I love Umbreon.
I like it too.
Yeah.
I love them all. The only one I don't like is
not as much like
the Sylveon. I don't really like the Sylveon. Okay. Do you know which one it is?
Mm-hmm.
The fairy type.
Yeah. Why? It's pink and white and all cute.
I don't really like pink. Yeah, I do enjoy pink, but nah.
No. Not for you.
I would pick Leafeon before Sylveon. Sylveon is at the end of the list.
Bottom, yes.
Yeah. But I mean, they have to think about new things, So yeah. I do get they're trying to do their best, but that one wasn't their best.
That one, they shouldn't have done that one.
No. But I'm sure there's kids that like it.
Oh, absolutely. And
I should ask my little sister which one do you like? But when she saw my my Funko Pop, because I have the Vaporeon, Flareon, Jolteon one, and I have the Eevee one, and I gave her the Eevee one at her birthday because I saw she really liked it. So I just said, "Oh, I'm gonna give it to her. She's gonna be happy." Yeah. She was like, "Oh my god!" And I keep mine in the boxes because I like to see them in the box. And she just like took it off. I was like,
you were just sitting there like, "Oh, don't do that."
Yeah, but I know she's a kid.
Yeah,
so it's normal. She's almost 8 years old or 9, almost 9. Oh, it's going too fast.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm one of those people too. I take them out of the box. I know there's a lot of people that keep them in the box, but I take them out. I like them.
They're cute.
In their form.
Yeah, I know. I have them still in the box, but with my cats, It's falling always everywhere. Always falling.
That's probably another good reason to have it in the box to help
Mm-hmm.
protect it a little bit more.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they would take it and
Play
I
with
hate
it.
them.
Yeah. No, you don't.
No, I don't.
But yeah, just going back to the whole, just the success that Pokemon's had throughout the years, and especially with adults now too. It's just it's you think about anything that has been around for a long period of time, for years and years and years. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to be able to do that. So it definitely speaks to the success and the dedication that Pokemon has put forward. Just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay, so we've talked about our favorites. Now I found a quiz. That I'd like to go through.
I just did it.
You just did. Oh, you just did it. We're supposed to do it together now.
Okay, well. I'm gonna take it again.
We'll take it again. All right. So it's what is your Pokemon type, or what type of Pokemon are you based on these answers?
It's gonna be a surprise for me because I just saw what it gave me, and you're gonna be surprised.
Okay. All right. So the first question: you send a postcard to a friend. What exciting news do you have to share? I won a contest. I visited a neat museum. I explored a new trail. I made a new friend. I took a spa day. I'm gonna say I made a new friend.
For me, without a doubt, is I won a contest.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do remember when I play Pokemon games. First thing I like to do when I achieve when I arrive, I should say, at the city where you can do contest.
Huh? Oh yeah. What city? Cerulean. Cerulean.
Sometimes it's changed, so I don't remember, but okay. I really do enjoy doing the contest.
Did you?
Yeah, I really do enjoy. I would spend so many hours doing it just because I wanted to have the medals and the pictures on the wall.
Yep. A gambler in Pokemon. Are you a gambler in real life, Mamz?
No.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Okay.
No. Nope, not at all. Second question: what do you value most? Adventure, relaxation, knowledge, friends and family, competition? A couple things I do, but most friends and family.
I have to say I don't know if I should pick knowledge or friends and family, because I do appreciate and value a lot my friends and family, but I do always try to have new knowledge.
Yeah.
And
it's almost like a self thing, just trying to better yourself.
I really like to know new things, learn new things, and if I could be at school all my life for that, I would. Okay. I like to learn new things.
We differ on that part. I don't want to go back to school.
But not back to school. Like I how can I say that? I really did enjoy when I was in college. I really liked it, but I wouldn't go back in elementary school or high school. But I do like to learn new things. So sometimes I take online
just
course.
the learning aspect, just listening to other people and their knowledge, just taking that in. It doesn't have to be the school setting, but yeah, just
I picked friends and family.
Okay. Third question: where would you go for your dream vacation? A historical site, hot springs, theme park, oceanside, or botanical garden? This is a pretty easy one. Oceanside.
Oceanside?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna pick hot springs because it's different than Oceanside, but of course I do enjoy Oceanside. Yeah. But I think hot springs would be more my because hot springs, if I do get it correctly, it's like in nature. and you have pounds with hot water or cold water, so it's different, you know.
Yeah, there's definitely something that you.
So it's more in nature than just being on the ocean side.
The ocean's kind of natural too.
Yeah, I know, but I just see ocean side more like, beach and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So no, at Springs. Yeah.
No, I go with it. Absolutely. How would your friends describe you? Friendly, passionate, resourceful, adventurous, or cool? All the above, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one of the first. Probably friendly or passionate.
I would say you're
Good.
a friendly one.
Yeah, that's probably what I would think most people would describe me as.
Yeah.
So I'll go friendly. If I had to say for you, I'd probably say passionate though.
Yeah, that's the one I took. Yeah. I'm very, very passionate about everything. Yeah. If I'm not passionate about it, it's not for me.
Move on.
Yep. I have to be passionate about it, so it works. Because if I'm not, it doesn't work. It's not worth my time.
You're a very all in type of person.
Too much. Yeah. Sometimes I shouldn't, but yeah.
Yep. Question number 5. What's your favorite snack? Sour gummies, and it has yum after it. Chips and salsa. I like it spicy. Blueberries, nature's candy. Smoothies to keep it cool, or chocolate chip cookies, a classic snack. Obviously, I like everything.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a chocolate chip cookie. I've got such a sweet tooth that I like a good chocolate chip cookie. I like blueberries. I like fruit. Chips and salsa are always nice, but on certain occasions, smoothies are nice, sour gummies. But first thing, a good old warm chocolate chip cookie. Yeah.
I would pick the sour gummies.
Really?
Yeah, I do enjoy sour gummies and sour candies very, very much. If I could have one every day, I would. But it's not good for teeth. So
being a dental hygienist, you might not. Yeah.
Well, if you brush your teeth and floss, you're okay. But
yeah,
you can still burn your lips and your
Yeah.
But yeah, I would go with sour gummies, even if chips and salsa calls me. I like everything, but
right.
Sour gummies.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Last question. What's one thing you can't leave the house without? My glasses. Well, that would be good if you can't see. My smile, my backpack, my headphones, my sneakers.
Obviously,
you don't want to be walking around barefoot.
Nope.
But I think what they're going for here is, I don't know. I guess probably for me, my smile. I always, when I leave the house, I'm trying to be in a positive mood, try to be a positive influence on others. So as much as I would need my glasses and or contacts to be able to see, I got to go smile.
Yeah, same. Because if you don't have a smile, how can you have a good day?
Exactly.
It all starts with a smile.
It does. Even if you're waking up, you're like, I'm not really feeling like going to work today. Put a smile on. It'll help. Sometimes
when I have days like that, I just think about good stuff when I'm in my car driving through to work. But as soon as I remove my scarf or anything that you can see my face, I have to have a smile.
Yes.
So
you do. Yeah. All right, results.
I know which one you are.
Yeah, what am I?
You're a fire type.
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm not.
What the?
Yeah, I'm actually kind of shocked too.
I can't believe it.
I know. I'm a normal type Pokemon.
What?
I am not normal. Wonderful. You're friendly, skillful, and well-rounded. In the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, there's a chance you might wake up as a normal type Pokemon like Meowth, Eevee, or Skitty. I agree with the friendly, skillful, well-rounded part, but that I got a little bit more fire in me than normal. Come on.
I'm a fire type.
Ah! Come on.
It says hot, hot, hot. You're passionate, determined, and spicy. There's a chance you might wake up as a fire type Pokemon like Torchic, Cyndaquil, or Charmander.
I'm sad. I don't like this quiz. Oh man. That's what I should have been. Oh well. Yeah, I mean that works for you though. That works for you.
Yeah.
It does.
I'm spicy and
It's
passionate.
spicy.
I'm a spicy person.
I'm a spicy girl.
Oh my god.
Mamz is one of my favorite people to play with. We always have an absolute blast when we're playing Valorant or whatever.
It's only because I'm saying too much.
No, and we're always she's my singing buddy. We're always singing random songs out of nowhere. It's just the best. Mamz is the best.
I do like when you start a song and I just continue it. You're like, what? How did you get it? Was that song? Well,
exactly.
Normal. You sing only like two tone, and I'm like, okay, I know which one it is. Let's go.
I swear, sometimes I'm just like whispering it under my breath, and I say like 3 words, and it just starts, and she just continues.
Which one did you sing last time? What do you said? What do you say? Like taking chances, and you're like, what?
It was Celine Dion, Taking Chances, like a song that I hear once every like 5 years, and I just some reason started singing like 3 words.
Yes, but it's Celine Dion. You know, Celine Dion here is like huge. Celine Dion.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was funny. I was blown away. She started singing that. I was just like, no way you got that.
Oh, we laughed so hard that night.
We did. It was great. Good. Oh my goodness. Well, now we know what type of Pokemon we are, though. Yeah, I'm apparently normal. I'm a normie.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
It's just a quiz.
Yeah. All right. So we've talked a little bit about it, but now let's really dive into the new Pokemon game. All right. Pokemon Legends Arceus, whatever it is.
That
new game. So like we said, it's a whole different type of game. It's a whole new breed. It's a whole new thing where it's open world. It's hard to explain, but yeah, it's open world. Like Mamz said, it's like a combination of a couple different games with Breath of the Wild or Monster Hunter Rise. It's just you're out in this vast world. You see Pokemon with you as you're walking around, and that's where it's so different as the prior games, as the normal games, where you would just walk into grass and something would appear. Well, they're just in the open world. They're just in the open world, and they are wandering around with you. You can, like you said, you can catch them, you can battle them. You're gathering materials to make stuff.
You use your Pokemon to gather stuff too.
Right.
That's cool. And you can just like take all your team and throw the Pokeball, so they're just like there. You can talk to them. So
I know. I just noticed somebody do that today. I didn't even know that yet.
Alex told me. I didn't know, but he told me. He said, Mamz,
he could just
show me your team. I'm like, how do I do that? You just throw the Pokeballs. I'm like, oh, we can do that.
Yeah.
I was like, choo, 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 choo.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah. So it's cool. Just, yeah. And I know there has only been a couple times where you can, I guess technically the first time you could ever have your Pokemon on the screen with you was Pokemon Yellow, where Pikachu walked behind you. And then after that, I think the next time it really happened was in the latest, the ones before these, the I still care. I still care. Oh, Shining Diamond and Brilliant
Nope.
Pearl.
You can do it.
Shining
Nope.
Pearl and Brilliant Diamond.
Yes, exactly. But you can do it in Pokemon Let's Go.
Ah, okay, yeah.
You can ride them. You can have them following you.
Okay.
Do they follow you? I know you can ride them, but now I have a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
But you can have them with you, so it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I didn't play that one, so I don't know.
I've played that one because it's the first one they
Introduce
they
something different like that.
yes, they did something different, and it was on Nintendo Switch, so that's why I bought a Switch. It's only for that game,
Nice.
and it was with the first gen, so it's calling me. It was calling my name,
It's calling
so
your name.
I did enjoy it. I played so much, and what's nice with that one is you can use your Pokemon Go game with it. So you can bring Pokemons in your game on Switch,
Wow.
but in your can you in your phone? Well, you can. Yes, you can because there's a Pokemon called Meltan that you can have in Pokemon Let's Go.
Mm-hmm.
That is brought in the Pokemon Go, and if you have I think it's 400 candies. You can have the big one evolutions, but you can only have it if you played Pokemon Let's Go and linked your Pokemon Go.
Okay.
And it's the same thing for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl.
Yeah.
If you've played Pokemon Sword and Shield or Pokemon Let's Go, you can have a free Pokemon like a mystic one. I had Mew.
Right.
That's why I have one.
I know. I saw that on you're playing one day. I was like, you got Mew? What the heck?
Because I've played Pokemon Let's Go, and I think it's Jirachi that you get if you've played Sword and Shield.
Okay.
So cool.
So cool. Nice. But yeah, it's having this, being able to, like you said, just use your Pokemon to gather items or just do these different things or just throw them out, just hang out with them. It's brought more really cool and relatable aspects into the game. Just your Pokemon are used for so much, and they're more than just, in a way, the old games were, yes, you collect them, they're mostly kind of used for just battling. Well, with this, they're your companion. They're your companion. They're not just something to battle with.
As they call it in Legends Arceus, it's your partner.
Yeah.
You have a partner.
Right.
It's not just a Pokemon, it's your partner. And it's cool because it really is your partner. You needed to destroy some things to have materials to craft. You can use it to fight or to just take berries in trees. So it's very, very cool.
It is.
It is your partner. I just can't imagine having Pokemons without thinking it's your partners.
Yeah.
It's part of the game.
They're your buddies. They're your
exactly.
They're your teammates. You want to think about, we were talking about sports earlier, your teammates. Oh, these are your teammates.
Yeah, and you create a connection with them, and you create a friendship, and they can evolve in different Pokemons if they like you and they're your friends.
Oh my god, the excitement! I love it. Yeah, it's great. It really is. I like I said, I've absolutely had a blast so far playing this game. I know I'm just getting started. I'm still at the beginning stages, but it's been so much fun. It really has. I know a lot of people, like you said, the graphics are not. I hate saying the word bad because I don't think they're bad. If you look back at other old Pokemon games, that's kind of the way it is. With Nintendo, you're not looking for you're looking for a certain type of graphics with Nintendo. It's not like a PlayStation. It's not like an Xbox or PC or anything. It's its own thing.
It's cartoonish, and it's normal because Pokemons are cartoonish. The only thing that bugs me is they all the people that are working with Nintendo Switch managed to bring The Witcher 3 to bring it into a Nintendo Switch and manage it to be running perfectly good.
Yeah.
So why are you able to manage to put a game has beautiful like that and has optimized like that with the graphics and all, and then you gave us it's a good game. It's not that bad. It's not a bad game. It's good, but I expected more content on the graphics, and I hope they're gonna take that as a good constructive thing, because Breath of the Wild is a very, very nice game. It's good and it's pretty. It's not perfect, but it's nice. It's nice for the visuals.
Yeah.
But when they will do the second one, I hope they do better on graphics, that they take that constructive comments and they put it in that game, and they put it in other good games on Switch. I don't know how to say it, but
No, I
damn,
know. Yeah.
graphics, it's everything now.
it is. You're right.
But I mean, no, it's not everything. That's false, because you have to have a good story.
Yeah.
And have a good game, because a very nice visually game without a good story,
it's boring.
It's boring.
It doesn't matter how good it looks if you're not invested in the story and the gameplay.
Exactly.
And I think that's why Pokemon Legends is still having success and going to have success, even though the graphics are questionable or whatever.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
I have not heard anyone complain about how fun it is to play.
Nope, it's fun.
Yep.
They said some things about, it's a bit easy on certain parts, but like I said, you have to keep in mind it's kind of for young people too, not adult necessarily. So
or you have to take it as it could be somebody's first game. You can't just throw it in, throw a game and expect people to be able to be masters at it right at the beginning. That's not, you can't do that. I mean, no game is like that. Any game you play, you always have to go through a learning process, a tutorial, whatever the game is, Pokemon or anything else. You always have to start slow and work your way up. That's every single game. So I did the beginning part feel a little slow maybe, but it still was fun to do. It's still, you still could have ran off and done whatever you wanted. And that's what's also cool about it. Like you said earlier, you don't have to fully follow the story to a T. You can still wander off and do your own thing a little bit too.
Exactly. As soon as the tutorial part is done, well, kind of done, you just can wander everywhere, go everywhere, gather all the stuff you want. So I think it's really very, very cool for that. And I don't know if you've seen on Twitch right now, but it's exploding. Like the viewership. If I'm correct, yesterday it was on first. It was the top one.
Yes.
Before Just Chatting, that's not common.
No,
we have to say.
That's definitely the first time I've ever seen it. So so for those that don't know, there's categories of what's being played or how many viewers are watching certain things on Twitch. And Just Chatting, meaning people with no specific game or category or anything, just people talking to their viewers or whatever. That is almost, or exactly. That is almost always the top, almost always the top category on Twitch. Almost always. Like Mamz just said yesterday, or maybe the day before even too, or maybe even today, I don't know, but it's the top categories is Pokemon Legends. And it was like whoa, a lot of people are playing, a lot of people are watching this game. It has brought so much excitement. It's brought so much excitement. And when I saw that too, I saw somebody post that on, I think it was Leo that posted on Twitter, right? Yeah, I saw it post on Twitter and I was like, wow, it's that big.
That's exactly what I was looking for and searching for. But at the moment, like Just Chatting is at 528K, but Arceus is at 119K. So it's very less than it was. But when it came out, it was around 400 ish K
Yeah.
was something.
I'm sure throughout the day it's sways and changes and everything, but it was huge. It was absolutely
Yep.
huge. It was. Now, with this new style, this new way of Pokemon with the open world, do you think they're going to, I'm assuming they're probably going to keep making games. Do you think this is going to be the way of the future now, or do you think they're going to go back to the original kind of style, or do you think it's going to be a little bit of both?
I think it's going to be a little bit of both.
Okay.
Because they cannot remove the part that has been working for so many years.
Yeah.
They cannot remove all the gyms and all the Pokemon League aspect.
Yeah.
And I think it's the kind of game that we all wished for so many years at the moment, though.
Yeah.
So they have to keep that in mind, but they have to keep in mind too that when they released Pokemon Let's Go, we didn't really like it because it was more like a Pokemon Ghost thing, like catch and that's it. So I really do think they're gonna keep that and optimize it more, hopefully.
Yeah.
In the future.
Fingers crossed.
But I heard this since it has been released that it would have been cool on PC too. It's something I know Nintendo doesn't do that, but that game could have been so good visually if it was optimized for PC or other like Xbox
consoles,
or yeah, exactly. I know Nintendo doesn't do it. I know Nintendo is a franchise and Xbox and PlayStation are another, and it's okay. But well, each other's you get what I'm trying to say. But I feel like it would be good to have some Nintendo games on
that would
a
be
computer.
Cool. Yes, that would be cool for sure.
Oh.
Yeah, if there was some Nintendo games that were released on computer, it would be huge.
It would be huge and different, and it would be game changing for them.
It would. It would. It really would. It really would. Yeah, I would agree. I think that as much success as this new way, this open world play may have, I don't see them fully. I don't see them fully going one way or the other. I don't see them going with just that. I don't see them going with just the original way anymore. I think they'll do a little bit of both. Yeah. I think continue to expand to new and different ways of Pokemon is definitely great and definitely ideal. But like you said, you can't take out the gyms, the Pokemon League, the battles and everything. You can't take that away.
Yeah.
It's just become the way of Pokemon for so many people. That's what they expect in a way. So yeah, I would agree. All right, so
good.
So good. So good. So all in all, I definitely would say big thumbs up for Pokemon Legends Arceus. Whether or not you don't care for the graphics, it's hard to discredit the gameplay itself. It's been great. Like I said, I haven't really heard anybody complain other than maybe slow or whatever. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm very much looking forward to playing more and more of it. So if you're considering it, if you're wondering about it, it's worth it. It's worth it. As she says, just do it. I was gonna go a little bit nicer way. Just check it out. It's a good thing to check out. But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I know there's a lot of person that are not sure and they wanted to wait and see, and I'm like that. I don't buy games that just comes out like that and just has been released in this at the same day. I'm not that kind of person, but I've done it for Pokemon and I've done it for Rainbow Six too. And I know it's two games that I would have enjoyed, and I have enjoyed them, so I don't regret it. and it's the first time I can say that wouldn't have wait.
Yeah,
So sometimes it's good to wait to see if you would like it, or if you're not sure what it's gonna look like or what it's gonna be. But for Pokemon, with all the latest trailers that we've seen before it's been released, I think it convinced a lot of people for that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah,
They did
that's
a great job for that. They changed a lot of things. It was supposed to be open world. It's not, but it feels like it is
it
because you
does.
can see far.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have loading screens when you go back to the village or go back to the camps, but beside that,
I consider it open world. I've been saying that the whole time. I consider it, like you said, yeah, you do have to travel per se, loading screen, world to world,
mhm,
but
but it's
it's
just
it
that.
yeah, it's open world. It's
Mm,
you can't get much closer,
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's like you said, they definitely did a good job with the trailers. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, they did.
Yep. Okay, I think that's the end of our Pokemon talk.
Oh,
I know.
oh.
But we still have our bright stories of the week to go through before we end up here. So, Mamz, you have a story to tell.
Yeah.
Would you like to share your bright story with us?
Yes. Well, it happens on Friday at work because like you said earlier, I'm a dental hygienist and I've been having a hard day and a big day and it was unusual. And I was so hyped on that day because Pokemon
That
was
was the
released.
day,
So
really.
I
Yep.
was like, I just want my day to end to go take my copy and go home and try it. So I was kind of sad that my
Yeah.
day was longer than supposed. And I have to say, my coworkers are awesome. I really do like them. I changed. I'm not working at the same clinic I was since almost a year ago. I had a bad experience and I decided to just change everything.
Mhm.
And what's cool with that is that Friday, usually I'm the one that goes everywhere, runs everywhere, see everything, and try to help everyone. But I was the one in danger. I was in danger.
I was
I
in
was
danger.
in need.
I'm in danger.
I needed help, and I didn't expect my coworkers to help me because I know Fridays are the day that we just want to go home. It's a
Yeah.
big day. We're tired. We had a big week, and one of my coworker just came in my room and said, "Hey, can I help you with something? Can I help you because I had a new patient, so I had to open the file and do all the the pre-exam, if I could say, before the dentist come in. So I took the X-rays and radiographs and pictures and everything, and I just was preparing the file and my resume for the dentist for when she comes in because you don't want to make your patient repeat everything he said to you because you spend an hour with him. You
Yeah.
just you don't want him to repeat everything he said. So I was taking measures for some things because he have a disease with his gums and
Oh, okay.
I had to take measures with that. And
Mhm.
she just came in and she said, "Hey, can I help you? Can I do something to help you? Can I write in the files what you have to write?" And also I just really appreciated it. It helped me save at least 15 minutes, and I really was glad she did. I didn't expect it because I'm the one who does that usually, and everyone was done beside me that day. And it never happens, or well, it happens, but not like that. It was kind of a day, okay? So when she just asked me that, I was like, "Oh my god, yeah!" And I knew she didn't have that much time because she has a daughter, and her daughter was at work because she didn't have school that day. It was like a free home day. I don't
Okay.
know how you call it in English, but
In service, I think is
it,
what they're.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And like I felt like she was just going to leave, like running, to go home with her daughter and just don't make her stay much longer waiting for her to finish work. And she just came in, she helped me, she she write everything I needed to write. So I didn't have a lot of things to write in the file. And I'm just glad she did.
Yeah.
It made me happy. Made me
Yeah.
happy that yeah. Very.
So it completely changed, your long, difficult day to not so
Yeah.
bad. It brightened your day.
Exactly.
Exactly. Awesome. I love it. And that's the thing. I'm glad you recognize that. Like you said, normally it's you're running around helping people, but sometimes everybody could use a helping hand. And
Mhm.
when you recognize it, when you appreciate it, it means so much more. It really
Yep.
does. It's not just them doing something. It's them taking their time to consider you, and them just thinking about you, and it's heartwarming. It's
Yeah,
heartwarming.
very. It's almost been 4 years since I'm a dental hygienist, and I've always been like that, always trying to help and trying to be everywhere at the same time. Sometimes it can be overwhelming, so I should take it more seriously and maybe not do it if I'm late, because sometimes I do it when I am late. But I have the thinking that if I'm late and my coworker is late, well, I can be a little bit more late, so she is not that late, so we're more even, because if you have like 10-minute late, it's okay, it happens.
Yeah.
But 30-minute late, it can change all your day. It can make you skip your lunchtime, and I don't want that for anyone, so I'm always trying to help out. And everywhere I work, they call me the little mouse because of that, because I'm not a tall person, okay? I'm a short person. So I'm like a little mouse everywhere, seeing everything, thinking about everything, and always suggesting things to make it easier or quicker and be less late. And it sucks when your day finish later than supposed, and it happens a lot when you're working in the healthcare system. But if you're trying your best and helping people around you, well, you'll just be maybe a little bit more late than you were, but your coworker will be less late
Right.
than she
Yeah,
was. So
you're giving somebody else the chance to
mhm,
end on time, or at least just a little bit late, as opposed to
exactly.
both of
And
you ending. Yeah.
yeah, and at the end of every day, usually we do like a little meeting to do a recap on the day, and if we have to do some reference or some things, well, we just talk talk on that and make sure it was done, or we don't forget someone, or it doesn't fall in a crack, in the
Yeah.
system. So we just want everything to be perfect, every patient to have everything they need, and the follow-up they have to have. So
Yeah.
I feel like when you help your coworkers like that, it just make it easier to do that meeting all together, beside of just keeping it, because if someone is too late in the day, well, we just skip it and go home.
Right.
We do our best to make that person's late less late. But
Yes.
after that, we just go home and hope that she doesn't finish like an hour later,
Right.
like me Friday, you know.
Oopsie.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, and you never know what people have to take care of after work. Like you said, with
Mhm.
people, if they have kids or something, maybe some people need picked up from school, or this or
Yep.
that, and you just never know. So taking your
Mhm.
time, knowing as much as you wanted to get home and play some Pokemon on Friday, you don't
Yeah.
necessarily have kids to take. You don't have a set need to be home, necessarily at a certain time. So
Exactly.
you can afford to be a
Mhm.
little bit late. As much as you want to get out of there, you can
Yeah.
afford it, and you can take your time to help them, be done.
Yeah, and if I'm late, well, my boss is late too, because if if the dental hygienist is late, the dentist is late too.
The dentist is
It
late
has to
too.
be because of that,
Yeah.
And she was waiting for me to be done with my pre-exam so she could come in. And it was a difficult case that needed a lot of explanation and a lot of time. And she was in a hurry. She had to get her daughter to go somewhere to a course or whatever. So she was like, I'm in a hurry. So let's try not to finish too late. But like, at 3:15 she was gone. No, 3:20. But I left almost at 4 o'clock. And usually all our patients are done at 3, and at like 3:20, 3:30, we're done. The day's done. We're over. Meeting's done, and we're home.
Get out of here.
Yeah, but it wasn't the case. I left at 4 o'clock,
Yeah.
And all my coworkers were done at 2:50.
Oh.
So yeah.
That's the way it works sometimes though, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It happens a lot to me lately, but I'm the person who's trying to help a lot of people. So sometimes I feel like maybe I do too much, and it's a sign that I do too much. Like, you do too much, so you finish later and you're home later, and but I do like to do it.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you do. It's a tough place to be in when you want to help everybody, but sometimes you're draining yourself. But
yeah.
Yeah. Well, either way, a wonderful story. Your coworker thinking about you and helping you out to try to ease your stress a little bit was a very thoughtful thing, and I'm glad that you appreciated it.
Yeah, I really appreciate her, and I will tell her tomorrow because I didn't have the chance, and I don't want to bother my coworkers on weekends because I know that it's weekends.
That's their time. Yeah, that's everybody's time to be not thinking about work. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. Okay, so I have a story as well. It's one submitted to me. My aunt actually has been sick with COVID for a while, and so not terrible, but it's still COVID. It's not great. So she's been sick for a while, but she had a good story that came out of it. And basically her husband, my uncle, just randomly, wanted to catch up with one of his former coworkers. So he contacted him just to see how they were doing. They were friends. They worked together for how many years, whatever. So he just wanted to catch up with them, see how they were doing. And they were talking. And my uncle, told this person that my aunt had COVID. And, he said, well, like a day or two later, he got a call from that same guy saying that he's going to drop off dinner for my aunt and uncle. And so they drove over to my aunt and uncle's house, and they dropped off this big care package. And she made stuffed cabbage, mashed potatoes, homemade chicken salad, peach cobbler, snickerdoodle cookies, and ice cream to go on top of the cobbler, Lipton chicken soup, crackers, cheese, a loaf of bread, and a box of tea bags. All that dropped off. Just from being told that my aunt had COVID, they instantly just took it on themselves to just make this huge care package, drove it over to them, said, I hope everything gets better. I hope you get better. And it was just like, wow, just so thoughtful, just all from just catching up with somebody, just calling somebody, texting somebody, whatever, just catching up with somebody, talking to them, just saying, how you doing? Well, my wife has COVID, well, whatever. And just for somebody to take the time and the thought and the money to put all that together and drive it over and just, it's what it's what it's all about. It's just thinking of other people. It's just thinking of other people. It doesn't need to be that extreme, but that's a wonderful example. That's a wonderful example of just things you can do for others. It means so much more to people than you realize. My aunt and uncle were just blown away. They were super appreciative. They don't have to worry about dinner for probably a couple of days after that. It's just so heartwarming, and anything like that we can continue to do for each other, just thinking about others, is bringing brightness back into the world. There's so many people with COVID right now. There's so many people with concern, with stress, with running around doing this, running around doing that, worrying about this, worrying about that, and we don't take enough time to consider others. We don't take enough time to consider what other people are going through, and the more we can try to help each other out, the better off we're going to be. So that story from my aunt was awesome, was amazing. Definitely a bright story. The big old care package being dropped off because you're sick. I mean, what better way to help you feel better? What better way to help you feel better? So absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm glad she shared that with me. Thank you. But it just, like I said, it makes you think, and that's the goal of these bright stories, is just make you think how easy it is to brighten somebody's day. And like I said, it doesn't have to be anything like that. It doesn't have to be that big, but it's so easy to support others. It's so easy to think about others, to consider others, to think about what others are going through. And it's something that I would like to see people get back to, is thinking of others, being compassionate, being considerate. Yes, we all have our issues. Yes, we all have our problems. Yes, we all have our concerns and our worries and everything that we're going through. But we still need to take the time to consider others. And that's just the way that the human race is always meant to be. Helping others and being compassionate to others is just the way that I would like it to be. So I don't know. That's just who I am and who I want everybody to get back to. So maybe one day.
Maybe one day. We never know, huh?
Maybe one day. But that's the thing though. There are definitely people out there. You're one of them. I could think of many other people that I've come across, that I'm friends with, that are very selfless, very considerate, very compassionate about others and or for others, to others. And it's very humbling and very heartwarming to me that I'm able to know such great people. And that's why I'm so glad that I'm able to talk to you and talk to other people and hear these stories and hear these mindsets and these personalities of people that are truly a bright spot in the world. And hopefully we can continue to share and influence others to become that way as well.
Mm-hmm. I wish that everyone would just think like that.
Yeah.
But we need a whole set of person for a whole world.
Yeah. Yep. A little bit of everything, a little bit of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the way the world is. But all right, I think we'll wrap it up, Mamz. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for inviting me. It was fun.
It was. I'm glad we got to talk about Pokemon. I'm glad we got to talk about Canada and all the crazy weather we're having.
Yeah.
But it was absolutely a blast. Thank you again for joining me. Thank you for your story.
It's always a blast when we're together. It's always fun.
It is.
Honestly, I'm so glad that you just queued a Valorant game like that, like so random, and we just met because of that, and it was so nice. Yeah. That's why I like gaming. Yeah, right. You just meet people that can be so similar to you, and so nice and kind, and you just learn to you get to know them, and you learn stuff, and you just, I don't know how to say it, but you get what I'm trying to say. I'm just glad it happened.
Yeah, I guess we never really talked about that. I think I've mentioned it before in a prior episode, but yeah, Mamz was one of those people that I was just randomly playing a game, Valorant one day, playing a game one day, and I queued up with her and a couple other people, and we played the game together, and we just had a blast. And they invited me, or they like sent me a friend request and everything after, and we just started talking, and instantly it was a click. It was a click that happened. We connected.
It
just
happened like that.
It really did. It was just one of those moments, and I was in a weird state too. Like I was in one of those just mental funks, if you will, and I was just like, blah. Wasn't
You know
great.
what it was?
What was it?
It was a bright connection.
It was a bright connection. It was.
No, but I'm just like the type of person that always say silly stuff, and I think people like that. Sometimes sillier than others, but it just it helps. And I've been at the same place as you mentally, and I think it just helps to have people that you can just enjoy some games and just
enjoy their presence.
Yeah, and say silly stuff, and it's okay, and it's just funny, and you can say whatever you want. You don't feel judged. You don't feel
right
that it's misplaced or whatever.
Right.
with the custard. But it was so funny.
Yes.
So damn.
Yep. Nope. But yeah, man, Mamz and so many of her friends and now my friends, they've simply put, they've changed my life. I mean, it's been incredible the last however many months getting to know everybody and just connecting with them and just seeing them every day online. It's different than real life, interaction, real life friends, if you will, but it's fulfilling, just every day, just being able to see Mamz and everybody and just talk to everybody. It brightens my day. It really does. It really does.
I have to agree with that.
I have to agree.
I have to.
Yep. But let's wrap it up. Mamz, thank you again. Guys, take care, be well, have a wonderful and bright week. Be sure to try to do what you can to make somebody's day, make somebody's week a little bit better, little or big. Smile, hold a door, tell them they look nice, give them a compliment. Anything you can do your best to make somebody's day a little bit brighter. Whatever you can do. And if you have not checked out the social media, we do have, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter. Obviously the video version is on YouTube, and we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that stuff. So if you want to consider subscribing on YouTube, if you want to follow the social media, that'd be great. Continue to try to grow and influence more people to be bright each and every day. So otherwise, we're out of here. We're doing our thing, and we're gonna have a wonderful week. So you guys do the same. Be bright, be well. I've talked too much. I need to go. Bye, everyone. We'll see you next week. Take care.
Bye-bye.